Yeah.
know what's going on. All right, from Rotten Tomatoes, you got three movies. Your hair standing up higher than ever.
Can I ask how Mike and
it's a
Ted
little
did?
long.
Yeah. How did Mike and Ted do?
Mike and Ted did pretty well.
Yeah.
Mike and Ted did pretty well. Mike was certified fresh in the 80s, but yes, Ted did better, slightly better over the weekend at the box office. But Magic Mike was close.
Ted was you're downplaying it. Ted was a smash at the box office.
I'm dying to see that.
Yes. And Mike did really well.
Yes, and we're going to, I mean, undoubtedly we'll see a lot more movies from Seth MacFarlane.
So this new one that I'm dying to talk about, we'll talk about in a second, Savages, but first, Spider-Man. Spider-Man,
Amazing Spider-Man, reboot of the series, stars Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Dennis Leary, Rhys Evans, Martin Sheen, Sally Field. You get this great cast. You know, I don't know that anyone really needed this to be rebooted so soon. The last movie was 5 years ago, but they did a really good job here. It's
Were you surprised? You were surprised.
I was surprised. Yeah. I actually was really surprised. But it's about 72% on the tomato meter right now. It's definitely fresh. And I'll tell you what was surprising about this movie is that, unlike a lot of comic book movies, the best thing this movie has going for it is the relationships. They nail the relationships, they nail the character development. It's really good. It's almost as if the action is a bit of a sideline. Now, the action is good.
Kind of like that.
My biggest complaint is that you have to sit through an origin story again. And at this point, who doesn't know
origin, all right, we know how it started.
Right?
Yeah.
They're boyfriend and girlfriend in real life, too.
They've got really good chemistry on screen. I don't know that I buy them in high school, but they're really fun.
This next movie, I know you have something to say about it. I am a fan of Don Winslow's books, especially Savages.
And I'm a fan
So I'm always afraid to see a movie after I love a book.
He's talking about the Tom Cruise one, and you love the books.
Yeah, the Jack Reacher books. How can you cast Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher?
I'm a huge fan of Oliver Stone. So.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that this definitely has Oliver Stone's spin on it, but it's pretty good. I think this is one of Oliver Stone's better movies in the last few years.
Really?
It's about 72% on the tomato meter. It is a very violent story.
Okay.
It's got a lot of action in it, but you know, with Oliver Stone, he definitely has something to say here. So,
well, within the book, one of the great things is the relationship about the three people, the three leads.
Yeah.
Is that the same way in the movie?
Yeah, that is the same way. It gets dealt with.
Two drug dealers.
The three leads are Benicio del Toro. Is he a lead?
No, he's a bad guy.
Taylor Kitsch and Blake Lively and I can't remember the last.
So Salma Hayek's not one of the leads.
She's a bad person.
Yeah,
They're all bad.
They're all bad.
I love it.
They're all bad.
But it's kind of a fun movie. I mean, not fun, but I mean, it's exciting. It's entertaining.
Okay.
You like Oliver Stone, right?
If you like Oliver Stone, you're gonna like
He's going to be with us tomorrow.
Are you kidding me? Is he on Satellite?
On Satellite, yeah.
I love him.
He's going to be here.
I love him.
It is an intense movie, but I enjoed this, and I think it's worth it.
Well, you know why I love him so much?
Why?
He wrote the screenplay for Scarface.
Of course.
And he came back and told everyone, the De Laurentiis, like, we can't, no, it can't be the old Scarface. It has to be the Colombian drug wars. And yeah, he lived in it.
Yeah, you know,
he also described history of the Kennedy assassination for people who don't know it. And
Oliver Stone co-wrote Conan the Barbarian, which not a lot of people know about.
I did not know that.
Watch Conan with the eyes of it being a cult story, a story about like teenage cults. Suddenly you're thinking, oh, right, okay, totally.
I saw the trailer in the movies for Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, this is a really good movie. I really liked this.
Is this like the Justin Bieber coming up, looking at her as a kid singing and
somewhat, yes. But you know, here's someone who, unlike Justin Bieber, who seemed to find almost overnight success. You know, this talks about Katy Perry really spending 5 or 6 years in LA, how she bounced around to different labels, how she really worked hard, and I really like this. I thought
if you're not a Katy Perry fan, is it interesting?
I think it is interesting. Okay. Not the least of reasons is that you kind of see what happens with the breakdown between her relationship with Russell Brand.
So he's in this.
He is in this. It's not a ton, but you see the effect that it has on her.
Interesting.
Is Russell Brand movie box office poison at this point?
I don't think so.
Does he have a new show on FX?
I believe he does.
He's got a whole talk show or something going on.
You can, Matt's on.
Yes, it's a solid movie, 70%.
Okay.
Fresh, definitely worth seeing.
Got the radio show on Sirius, right?
On Sirius, good for you.
All right. Thursdays at 3 o'clock, and Matt is on his way over to do a Google Plus with Maria, so you can check in on that as well.